Hello once again, I'm Katie, and today I'm doing the Unpopular Opinions book tag. I wasn't really tagged, but I watched Jenny from Adultish Books do this tag, and I was like, wow, she's really saying things, things that people don't say, and that is awesome, and I want to be a part of that. And of course, Jenny encouraged me because she's wonderful. So here I am, and I'm going to be honest. I know that some of these opinions are very unpopular. All I can say is, when a book doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. So, number one, a popular book or series that you didn't like. I have a couple different books that I usually mention when I talk about things like this, but the one I want to talk about today is Gone Girl. It's huge. People love it. And I think it's a well-written book, actually. I don't think that it's a bad book. I just don't necessarily like what Gillian Flynn did with Amy. If this is a book you haven't read, you may want to skip the next part, because I just want to say one quick thing about this, just to kind of make it clear what is in my head about Gone Girl. So maybe I'll provide a little skip ahead button or just fast forward a bit. I remember when I first read the book, I was really enjoying it because I hated the characters so much. Clearly they're well written if you hate them for valid character trait reasons. Then the twist happened and I was kind of unsurprised, and I didn't really think it was that awesome. But more than that, I really have a problem with the way that Amy, this very interesting female villain, is kind of presented. Considering we have a huge problem with rape, especially in America, I think it's bad when there are people out there who say that women fake being raped for attention or whatever other dumb reason someone thinks that someone would fake being raped. And then here's Amy, and that's what she does. She does everything that they say that women do, and I don't know, was that Gillian Flynn's point? If you have opinions on this, let me know, because I was kind of thinking this can't be good. Just in the current climate of especially America. I don't know. That really bothered me. Like I said, I thought it was a well-written book. At least I read it. That's way out of my comfort zone. 2, a popular book or series that everyone seems to hate that you love. Okay, I don't know if this is true or not, but I definitely get the sense that people are kind of over vampire books. And for the most part, I am too. But I remember when I was younger absolutely loving the Vampire Lestat, and I just thought it was such this rich history. It starts in the 1500s, and Lestat is crazy and a weird character, and I just absolutely love that book. Now, I am currently rereading a book that I loved when I was a teenager, and kind of finding it's not all that I thought it was. I still love it, but from my new grown-up perspective, I see problems. So I'm wondering if that would happen with the Vampire Lestat, but that was always something I really enjoyed. And even though Anne Rice's vampires are really strange, it was fun, and I always loved that book, the Vampire Lestat. 3, an OTP that you don't like. I'm gonna pick one, and this kind of goes along with number 1. Because I really dislike Wuthering Heights, Catherine and Heathcliff. Wow, I don't even know where to start with these two. I think I've mentioned it before, but if you think about it, it's just this really sad, depressing book about sad, depressing, horrible people who are horrible to each other, even though they supposedly love each other. And I don't know. It's been a while since I read it. I don't know. Not much more to say about it. People romanticize Wuthering Heights. I don't really think it's a romance. I think it's just, a drama, a gothic drama. Yeah. Number 4, a popular book genre that you rarely reach for. Once again, thrillers and mysteries. I do not read those books. I don't like scary things. Disturbing things bother me. If I read something disturbing or watch something disturbing anytime near bedtime, I will be up thinking about it. That's just not fun. Now, I don't know, maybe I'm being a wuss, but just in general, not a fan of the thrillers, which stinks because that is what my dad and my sister are into. That's what they read. And so, they have a lot of books that they read in common, but I'm kind of over here, not reading those. But I still try. I'm still trying. It doesn't appeal to me as much as, regular fiction or something fun like science fiction fantasy. Yeah. Number 5, a popular or beloved character that you do not like. I have said this before, and I will say it again a million times. I don't like Mr. Darcy. Everyone loves Mr. Darcy, and I just don't care. I mean, I see that he changes throughout the story, and that is wonderful. Good for him. I just don't think he's that great. I like Captain Wentworth. Personally, Captain Wentworth is awesome to me, and I know that he's also an asshole, but what can I say? There's something about him, and, I don't know. His letter was much better than Darcy's, just in my opinion. But number 6, a popular author that you can't get into. I'm going to say Brandon Sanderson, because I have Mistborn on my shelf and I keep picking it up and I keep putting it down. And that makes me sad because everyone loves Brandon Sanderson. I have really just had no luck with him whatsoever, but I don't know if maybe that's because of the edition that I have. I have a mass market paperback, and I really dislike those, which stinks because, if you go to Barnes & Noble, that's all they have in the sci-fi section. So I think I might be out of luck. I don't know, maybe I need to order the UK edition or something. I hate the tiny print in the book. It's just so small and just... Ugh. I would really love to be able to read more Brandon Sanderson one day. Number 7, a popular book trope that you're tired of seeing. I am so tired of the bookworm with low self-esteem. And I saw this recently when I read The Queen of the Tearling, which overall I enjoyed. I really thought it was a lot of fun. And Kelsey, however you say her name, she's awesome and fun and badass. But I just feel like these bookworm characters are kind of paying lip service to readers, and I don't need that. I enjoy characters who don't like books. That's okay with me. I just think that it's a thing that doesn't need to happen so much, and maybe we should try to make our female protagonists a little bit different than us. Just change it. I'm tired of it. And all the quotes about how great books are in books, for some reason that really bothers me. I love books, I love reading, but I don't need that books are so good in a book. I don't need that. I get enough of that on Facebook and Tumblr. 8, a popular series that you have no interest in reading. Divergent. I think the premise is kind of awful and just silly, and there's not as much to go on as some of these other dystopians. By the time the Dauntless kids were jumping off the train, I was out. I shut the book. That was it. I read 5 pages and I couldn't do it. And I actually watched the movie because I thought, could be fun. I mean, I like the Hunger Games movies. Maybe I will like the Divergent movie. And it was alright, but once again, the fact that the premise of the book / movie, doesn't hold up in my head meant that the entire thing just didn't work for me. So it kind of makes me sad. A lot of people like these books, but I can't get into them, and I'm not gonna try again, even though I thought maybe I should just read them, just push through, just so that I can experience that, so that I can talk about it with a real understanding of what I'm talking about, but I don't know for sure if I will, because like I said, I don't have much interest. And number 9, what movie or TV show adaptation do you prefer more than the book? Definitely Emma with Romola Garai. I love that miniseries. It's so wonderful. She's such a good Emma. I hate the book. I don't know. I just don't like it. No matter how much I read of it, I just don't like it. It is my least favorite Jane Austen novel. I absolutely adore Jane Austen, like many people. I'm a big fan, but Emma just doesn't do it for me, and part of that is just the character. I mean, she's not a very she's not a very good person. She's a good character, like, clearly, but I don't like her. It's hard to read a book about someone you don't like. It's hard enough to watch a movie, but I mean, Johnny Lee Miller is in it, and Romola Garai, who I love, so I think that's how I get through it. Anyway, that is all the questions. I, as per usual, do not know who to tag. I know a lot of people have done this. I'm kind of late to the game, but I was out of town, I was on vacation, so, excuses. If I decide to tag people, I will put them over here, and I'll put them down below, so check it out, and if you're interested, do it. It's a good way to vent your feelings about books, and it's fun, and yeah, sometimes it's good to rant. I say do it. Anyway, that's all that I have today, so I will see you later. Bye.